Welcome back to another week of art history. Today's lesson, or what we're going to do, is we're still going to stay around 500 BCE, but we're going to go a little bit farther east. We're going to go into the country India and into China and look at some things that are also happening in the world then. So the first thing I'd like to do with you is do a breathing exercise. The first thing I want you to do is think about a place in your house. It might be a chair or a room where you feel really peaceful and you feel really good. And I want you to visualize that place. You don't have to go there, but just think about it. Think about that place, and I wanted you to follow along my instructions in a little breathing exercise. You can close your eyes, it kind of helps. If you're sitting in a chair, put your feet on the floor. You can put your hands on your knees and breathe in 4 times for four counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath for 4 seconds. 3, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out for 6 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sometimes when we come into making art, we worry about the results and are we able to do it? Are we going to have the skills to be able to do it? Will other people think our artwork is going to be good? Well, this lesson, I want you to start by saying, I did well. Repeat after me. I did well. I once had an art teacher in graduate school named David Anderson, and he was famous in the school for his introductory to welding class, because if you took his class, it was an unwritten rule, and he even said this at the first class. When you came into class, he said, first thing he said as you went over the syllabus, I want everyone to know in this class that you're all getting A's. That's it. You've got an A. Now, with that we got that out of the way, let's get down to making art. So by doing that, he took off the worry of whether you would be able to do the project. These other classes, if you had woodworking, oh, am I going to be able to do good? You're looking around, am I going to be as good as the other people? But in his class, he said, don't worry, everyone's got an A. So with this project, we're going to be making Buddhas this week. And I don't want you to worry. Oh my gosh, the Buddha you made is fantastic. And you haven't even made it yet. So just a little bit of context about 500 BCE to the Common Era 0, or when Jesus was born. We already looked at the pottery that was happening. We saw that columns are starting to be used. At the same time, in China, the Great Wall of China is being constructed. Confucius is born in China, and here's some Confucius quotes. He was born 551 to 475 BCE. He was in China. At the same time, overlapping in India, the Buddha was born 563, and he lived to 483 BCE. And he was a prince, and he went through a whole journey. So, for your project, you're going to make a Buddha out of a piece of paper. At the end of the project, you're going to document your Buddha by capturing it or taking a picture of your Buddha in your sacred space in your house where you feel the best. And if there's objects that you also like, you can also put those with your Buddha when you capture your picture. So relax, have fun. To make a Buddha, all you're going to need is your hands, a few sheets of standard paper, a little tape, either masking tape or Scotch tape, and or you could do it out of paper, or you could use a little bit of aluminum foil. If you look at the Buddha as I'm sitting, or anyone, it's basically a triangle with the head the skinniest part, shoulders, head, triangle. So, the middle of your paper, squeeze it in, head, triangle. And there's your Buddha. Tape the head. Maybe another piece of paper and do it again. So I wrapped it with 2 pieces of paper. Now I'm going to squeeze in and force that body down. It's standing. I could then, with paper, I could then tape it together. Another solution is I can then cover it with aluminum foil, bringing out the 2 legs, leg in, squeeze in the head. To do the arm, roll it up, behind, hands, maybe hands praying, you could figure it out any way you want. Squeeze that aluminum foil together, hands down in the lap, one on top of the other, however you want it. All-knowing Buddha. So there's my Buddha. Pretty easy. To take this Buddha and photograph it in my sacred place in my house with my sacred objects. Have fun. Relax. And I can't wait to see the Buddhas you come up with.